Welcome back to another Speed, Clean and Organise with me. I am Ree from mummyoffour.com. If you're new here, I'd love you to stick around and subscribe for a lot of cleaning and organisation, motivation, tips and tricks, as well as vlogs, all that kind of thing. I hope you will love it. Now today I am tackling my children's bedrooms. This is Bella's bedroom, my eldest daughter, and it's a bit of a mess. And then my youngest daughter's bedroom is always a mess. I really need to give this a really good organise and sort, but I'm going to talk about the difficulties in a second. My first job, I'm going to take the laundry out of the bath. Now anything that is damp, I get people to put in my household in the bath rather than in with our laundry hamper, so that it doesn't leave the dry laundry all damp and yucky. So anything like flannels, towels, anything like that. And then this basket down in my laundry room is also like damp laundry. So towels and stuff all go in together and they get washed and sanitized, but I just don't like the idea of damp stuff sitting in with clothing that's sort of not that dirty, like just like tops and clothes and things. So I do separate that out. I'm sticking it on with a bit of Method and some Dettol for killing all the germs. And now we're going to head under my Ottoman bed to pull out some bits and pieces that we're going to swap around. So I've got some Christmas and some really wintry clothes for my youngest stored under here that I haven't got out yet. And the reason I'm getting these out, partly because Christmas is coming, and partly because some of the stuff in the girls' wardrobes needs to go away and I need somewhere to put it. So I'm doing a little bit of a rotation and an organise with me. Now I'm filming this in the afternoon. My intention was to film it in the morning while Zara was in school, so I could really get on with some proper organising. That didn't happen because some work stuff came up, so she is home with me. And in fact, for this little bit, that's fine because I'm going to size up these clothes. Let's just grab her from her room where she's playing. I'm going to size up these clothes. These are mostly clothes that did belong to Bella when she was little. And now they are the kind of clothes that Zara can wear in the afternoons after school when Bella's still in school. Because if you follow me, then you know I do tend to dress the girls in matching clothes when they're both home. Just as long as I can get away with it, I think I'll do that, to be honest. So I'm sizing up what's actually going to fit her and what won't fit her. So things that, when I'm packing away the children's clothes, so now I'm going to pack away the summer clothes. Stuff that definitely doesn't fit already, I will donate. Things that I don't know if they will have grown out of by next year, I tend to pack away and then decide what I'm going to do with them that season. So it's because I don't know how much they will have grown. So this basket does fit her, and this basket is stuff that needs to be donated because it definitely doesn't fit her. So now we've got another little bag of things she's helping me with. This is a vacuum sealed bag of Christmas bits. So I tend to find that if you don't know how much your children are going to grow, and let's face it, sometimes they get to the next season and they have sprouted so much nothing that you've put away it's going to fit, and that's cool, then you can donate it. And sometimes they haven't really grown that much and lots of it will fit. So I'm getting all this stuff out. I'm not going to iron it all. I know, sounds shocking, but I'm going to share with you some cheats for how I get around ironing this massive amount of stuff, just because I can't face doing it, to be honest, because I'm not going to have time. So I'm going to share with you some little cheats and hacks, if you keep watching to the end of this video, how I'm going to get away without ironing it and still get it all kind of wrinkle free. It's just pulling out all the Christmas jumpers. Christmas jumpers are kind of cool. A lot of them are quite sort of unisex, so William will have the Christmas jumper, and then when he grows out of it, Bella will wear it. Oh, Zara loves that headband. And just wear it like a tutu skirt or something, and really pretty it up because she's so girly. Into Zara's room, I've been putting off this task. The top rail is her summery clothes. The girls' clothes that match each other I keep together because then on a day off I just grab two of whatever they need to wear. So they live in Bella's room. So the top rail in Zara's room is clothing that is just Zara's. So it tends to be either the bigger version of the two that Bella has grown out of, if that makes sense. So she had the baby version and Bella had the bigger version, and then Bella's grown out of it, it's gone to Zara. Not sure if I'm making any sense here. Or things that just Bella had before Zara was even born. So I've pulled all the summer stuff out. We're going to tackle that in a little bit, but first I've got to tackle her bedroom. Now, of all the children's bedrooms, Zara's is always the worst. She loves just getting stuff out and tipping it all out. Now my intention, I was talking about this a second ago, wasn't I? I'll go back to it. My intention was this morning to really sort Zara's room, like really sort it, to pull out all the calyx boxes and sort the toys. So it's not just a box of stuff, but it's back to a box of dollies, a box of Polly Pockets, a box of this, a box of that. Do your children do this, by the way? These are dolly clothes that no longer are on dollies because Zara likes stripping them off her dollies and put them on her bunny, and then when she takes them off bunny, they just get flung. They never ever go back on the dolly. So we've got a well-dressed bunny and a lot of naked dollies. Anyway, my intention for this morning was to really sort everything. Didn't get to do that. Thought, right, okay, I'll attempt it this afternoon. But the problem is when you're having a real sort, when you've got little ones with you, is that they are untidying just as quickly as you're tidying. So having a good declutter especially is almost impossible when you've got little ones with you, because every time you think, right, okay, this needs to go, this is in fact rubbish, they will be like, actually, that's my most precious thing in the whole world. You can't get rid of that. For example, that fan thing you just saw her holding in her hand, I was trying to get rid of that because it's paper, and she's like, no, I love it, I must keep it forever. So you can't throw anything away when you've got your children with you. So if you need to have a good old sort out and chuck out, try and do it when they're in school or when you've got someone else watching them. It's almost impossible to do it with them in the room, in my experience. So now this little chest at the bottom of Zara's wardrobe is her dressing up stuff. And we know this is going to be a bit of a mess, but the problem is it's not just dressing up stuff at the moment, it's dressing up stuff and a whole load of rubbish. It's clothes that fall in there, hangers, toys, all sorts. So I just want it to be sort of not perfectly folded, but not a total mess of dressing up stuff. I love the fact that she can access it, and if you watch my Instagram stories you will know that she is constantly dipping into a dressing up box and coming out wearing the most fabulous combination of outfits. It's really hysterical, and I love that she can sort of be that creative in her dressing, and she tends to just pop things over whatever she's wearing, and it's great. But it does mean it ends up spilling all over her bedroom. So I just wanted to sort of have a little bit of a sort, put tutus separately to dressing up things and pull all the toys out and find the clothes that were lost in there. It's a job I've been meaning to do for a while. So I think I've resigned myself today that this is going to be a clean and a sort, but I'm not going to get as deep into the organising of inside all these boxes as I planned to, because it's really difficult with a 3-year-old with me. It's going to have to be a day where I don't have to work that morning and I can do it while she's in school. Now to hang up some bits and pieces that had fallen down into her dressing up stuff that didn't belong in her dressing up stuff because they are in fact clothing, and try and piece her room back together. Oh, that's a number 3 t-shirt. The girls, well, I buy one for Bella every year. You know, she's had up to number 5 now. In fact, I need to buy her a number 6 because she's going to be 6 in December. But I buy them these, oh, that's the fan that Zara would not let me throw away. Anyway, I buy them these t-shirts every year and then I keep them. So Bella will wear it on her birthday for that year and I'll put it aside. Zara can wear it on her birthday, and then I keep them. I guess I'm going to keep them in some sort of keepsake box because they're quite precious. Anyway, for now, I'm just tidying up as best I can. Some of these boxes are quite organised. You know, there is a box of dollies, but there are higher up boxes that are a lot more organised because I get those down, she plays with them and I put them away. But the 4 boxes you can see kind of in the back left of the screen are all just mixed up junk. And I really wanted to sort those today, but sometimes I think when you're a mum, you've got to come to terms with the fact you can't get it all done to the degree that you intended to. Time to change her bed, and not forgetting, pop her up the duvet cover before it goes in the wash because it makes such a difference. It means you don't get pillowcases and things lost in there. Now, I recently changed the bottom sheet and the sheet protector because she spilt her water all over it. It's not a sheet protector, it's a mattress protector. So I'm not changing the mattress protector on this occasion. I'm just changing all the sheets and things. I am changing the pillow protector because when she spilt her drink, it went on the mattress protector and not the pillow protector. So the pillow protector needs changing. I tend to do the mattress and pillow protectors every other bed change. I don't know how often you do yours, just out of curiosity. Zara has just been to fetch the bedding basket. I asked her to go and fetch, which was out in the hall for me. She's such a good girl. Sometimes she can be really helpful. She loves the idea of helping me as long as it's on her own terms and we make it fun. So we put music on, saying whatever. Right, it's Christmas bedding time. I'm aware it's November, but how cute is that? I will link it below. It's so gorgeous, isn't it? So it's reversible. You can swap it over every day if you like. And honestly, the girls are so chuffed with it. yay, Christmas. And the world's a funny place at the moment, isn't it? With lockdowns and, you know, pandemic. So if we can bring a bit of joy by starting Christmas a little bit early, then why not? Let's do it. There's a lot of things we can't do. There are loads of things we can't do. This we can do. No one can stop me from starting Christmas in my house a little too early. 2019 Ree would probably judge me for doing Christmas in November and think she was a bit crazy, but 2020 Ree is very much, let's just do this. So Zara's room is looking a lot better. I think you will agree. Being able to see the floor is always a bonus in Zara's room because it's not always possible. And look, does she like her new Christmas bedding? Is she pleased? I think she is. I think she's pleased. There we go. Happy face. Okay, so now on to Bella's room. So she does need her mattress and pillow protectors changing because she has not recently flung drinks all over her bed and soaked up. So we're going to strip all this off. All the children are in school other than Zara, so I would normally get them all involved if they were home in helping with their own rooms, but she's not here, so I'm just going to get on with it myself. Put the fresh sheets on. Do you guys feel like changing beds is like a workout, or am I just horrendously unfit? Because I honestly feel like changing the beds is quite exhausting. It always gets me really hot and bothered. I end up having to open the windows, which is always nice to have a bit of fresh air and cleaning anyway, but I don't, that's just me. I do find it is a bit of a big job. I don't always change children's beds on the same day because it just creates more washing. I tend to, rather than have like some people do all the beds on one day and then it's done, I would generally try and avoid this. The only reason I'm doing both the girls' beds on the same day on this occasion is because if one of them has Christmas bedding and the other one does not, it's going to be fireworks. So I am doing them both on this day, but normally I would try and stagger it just so I don't end up with a big backlog in my laundry room. I have not left the boys out. I mean, my eldest is not interested in Christmas bedding, but Will, my younger son, who's older than the girls, has not been left out, do not fear. I have got something on the way for him, but it has not been delivered yet, so I will share that in my next video because I've got a little plan for his room too. So that's Bella's bed changed. Zara wanted me to show you Bunny's outfit. These are one of the dolly dresses that Bunny has stolen from all the dollies. So that's yet another naked dolly. I guess that's a naked Anna. Now to tidy up Bella's bedroom. Bella especially adores a tidy bedroom. And when it's reasonably tidy, she's a really good girl at tidying it. But when it gets to that level of overwhelm, I think she's like a lot of adults and she just doesn't know where to begin. Now we're going to deal with some soft toys. Now, soft toys we store inside a beanbag without beans. If this is not how you are currently storing soft toys, do it. It is not as comfortable as a normal beanbag, but it hides all the soft toys. It means that they can keep all their precious ones without them overwhelming their rooms. Now, to put some of Bella's beautiful drawings, she does such gorgeous drawings, but she does so many of them, so I just keep them in these pop-up folders. She's got some plain paper and a pop-up folder full of her drawings, and they can just go on a bookshelf rather than spread all over her bedroom where they were before. Now, this is Bella's little dressing table. I always wanted a dressing table when I was little, so I said that Bella can have one in this house. Zara can have one when she's a little bit older. I'm a bit scared because she's only 3 to give her one of those swivel chairs at the moment because I know she will stand on it and climb on it. She is a climber. All of my 4 children, Zara, my baby, is the climber. So when she's a little bit older, then she can have a dressing table and a swivel chair too, but at the moment I can give you a recipe for disaster. Do you have children that climb on things? I didn't really have a climber until I had Zara, and she's a nightmare. Honestly, she loves climbing on things, standing on things. Anyway, we're just having a little wipe around now with some Method Rhubarb Anti-Bac Spray, just doing some surfaces, and that's Bella's room looking a bit tidier, and then it's time to go and get them from school. I hope she's pleased with her room. Fast forward to, ta-da, we've got her from school. I think she's chuffed. Look at her face. Oh, bless her. She's so happy. She's just, honestly, she came home and she's like, Mummy, thank you so much for tidying my room. It makes me so happy. Look at her face. Oh, little gorgeousness. Anyway, now Bella is happy. I can move on to the rest of my jobs. I've got them from school. Oh, this is William's room, by the way. Make sure you're subscribed and I will let you know what I'm going to be doing with that. Okay, on to, if you saw my video where I was decluttering my wardrobe and doing a switch over from summer to autumn, you will know that I left a few little t-shirts and dresses that I could wear with leggings for the autumn. But now it's November and it's blooming freezing, so anything with short sleeves is out. So I have now made some space under my bed in these little packing cubes, which I love. Packing cubes are not just for holidays, people, they're good for storage. So I'm Marie Kondo, that's not a real word for it, she's just the one that popularised it, KonMari folding my dresses, which are into thirds and then like on themselves and on themselves again, ready to fold into my little packing cubes, and then they will go under the bed. I love switching my wardrobe around. I never used to do it. Years ago I used to just have everything crammed in there, I couldn't see the wood for the trees, and now a few times a year I get out things and I feel like I've got new clothes, and it's really exciting. I mean, maybe it's only me that gets that excited. Right, on to the Christmas things. I am going to hang everything on hangers, and I'm going to show you how we're going to get the creases out without bothering to actually iron them. Now, one way that you could do it is with a steamer. I have a hand steamer, but that's not how I'm going to do it today. Hand steaming is also a good way to kill off germs if things are a bit difficult to clean and a bit difficult to wash the normal way. You can steam things, or you can steam things in between washing things if you want to kill off some germs as well as get out creases. So that's another just a little sort of tip if you don't want to use these other two easy methods for decreasing clothes that I'm going to share with you once I've finished hanging up this ridiculous amount of Christmas stuff that we've accumulated over the years. When you are a family of 6, then you do end up with a lot of stuff, a lot of Christmas jumpers and various things. Normally, of course, I'd be wearing Christmas jumpers for school concerts and things. Sad times, obviously we're not going to be able to do that kind of thing this year, and it makes me so sad because Zara's in nursery, so this should be her first ever Christmas concert, so she should be doing that nursery concert where they're all kind of, I don't know, it's like a wild card one, the nursery concert, isn't it? Like, they're all picking their noses and not looking the right way, but it's so cute and adorable. So it's really sad that she's not going to be able to do that. But you know, at least we're all staying safe. We've got to look on the bright side. I hope you are coping in these difficult times. Anyway, now let's stick these bits and pieces away that I have packed away into the packing cubes, straighten up my bed. So my first tip, my first way of decreasing things, just to bung things in the tumble dryer on a low heat setting, literally for 5 minutes. Literally warm them up, and then when you take them out of the tumble dryer, just smooth them out and hang them up. And that will be enough to kind of get rid of most of the creases. So that's what I'm doing for Zara's clothes. The second method I use is this crease releaser spray from Lenore, and it smells so great. And all I do is spray the clothes with it and hang them up. You've got to hang them up with a bit of air around them. This is my like airing cupboard area, which is just 2 rails in my laundry room, and what I tend to do is hang a few hangers in between each item. This is also where I dry clothes, by the way, that can't go in the dryer. And if you hang things up with a bit of space around them and just leave them in there to dry off, they will be pretty much crease free. You don't have to iron them. Hooray! Because hands up if you hate ironing. I absolutely hate ironing, and it's just something I try and avoid at all costs. Sometimes I have to do ironing, and I have a nice convenient fold-down ironing board in my laundry room. But it's one of those things I just struggle to make time for, so I try everything I can to avoid it, every little hack that I can manage. So these are all the clothes that I took out of the dryer and I just kind of smoothed flat. Now I'm hanging them all up. They were super crumpled, and now most of them are entirely crease free. There are very, very few creases at all, and certainly no more creases than would occur by being crammed into a crammed wardrobe anyway. So I've hung those up on hangers and they can go up in Zara's room. I've just noticed I forgot to do Zara's little, it's not a proper dressing table, it's like a chest of drawers thing, but if you call it her dressing table version in her room. I've forgotten to give that a wipe over, so I'm wiping that over now, and now I've got to go and see to dinner. So that's Zara's room done. Looking a lot better. I wonder how long we can see the floor for. Bet in the comments, please. Thank you so much for watching.
If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we post more videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7 PM.
Thank you, beautiful. If you want to watch my latest video, it's just across here, and another video you may enjoy from my channel is just down here. Say bye-bye.